It was 2:15 in the morning, somewhere on a lonely stretch of Highway 40 just west of Winslow, Arizona. I had 400 miles to go before sunrise, and a trailer full of industrial junk rattling behind me. The road was empty. The sky was heavy with clouds. Just me, my rig, and the sound of tires eating up pavement. Then I saw him. A man, walking alone on the side of the road, wearing a white robe of all things. Sandals, long hair, a wooden staff in his hand. I slowed down, not because I wanted to. Something in my gut just told me to. I rolled the window down halfway and leaned out. "You all right, man?" He looked up at me, calm as you like, and said, "Yeah, just heading west." Something about the way he said it, so sure, so peaceful, made me nod without thinking. "Hop in." He climbed into the passenger seat and gently closed the door, like he'd done it 1,000 times. I glanced at him again. No bag, no phone, just that robe and that calm look. He turned to me and smiled. "Thanks for the ride. Name's Jesse, short for Jesus." I let out a small laugh, expecting him to laugh too. He didn't. "You serious?" I asked. "Very. Now, I've met all kinds on the road. Ex-cons, runaways, the occasional prophet. But this guy? He didn't feel like a crazy person. There was something about him that made me want to listen. "So, Jesus," I said, keeping my eyes on the road, "what brings you to Arizona?" He looked out the window into the dark and said, "People don't look for miracles in places like this, but this is where they happen." Something about that hit me. Like he'd just quoted scripture, even if he hadn't. I asked him where he was headed. He said, "Wherever they need me." I wanted to laugh again, but I couldn't, not anymore. There was something heavy in the air, like when you know a storm's coming, but the sky's still clear. We drove in silence for maybe 15 minutes. Then, things started getting weird. I looked at my fuel gauge. It had been close to empty when I picked him up. Now, it was climbing. Half a tank, then 3/4. I tapped it, thinking it might be broken. He noticed. "You've got enough to get where you're going," he said without looking. I didn't respond, just gripped the wheel tighter. Then the CB crackled, which was odd because it had been dead all night. Through the static, I heard a voice say, "You're not alone out there, brother." I grabbed the mic. "Who is this?" Silence. Then Jesse smiled and said, "Sometimes the signal isn't from here." About 47 miles later, we came to a rest stop. No cars, no people. Just a dimly lit vending machine and a payphone that looked older than both of us. He turned to me and said, "This is my stop." I asked, "You sure? There's nothing out here." He nodded. "I'm exactly where I need to be." "Look, man, I don't know if you're really who you say you are, but—" He raised a hand gently. "You don't have to believe me. Just remember how you felt tonight." He opened the door and stepped out into the night. No rush, no sound, just gone, swallowed by the fog. I sat there for a moment, wondering if I should follow him, but something told me not to. I drove off. About a mile down the road, I looked over at the passenger seat, empty now, and saw something I know wasn't there before, a yellow sticky note. Right on the dash, 3 words written in clean handwriting. "Thanks for the lift. Signed, Jay." I still don't know who he was. Maybe a drifter, maybe a prophet, maybe something else entirely. But I'll tell you this, my tank stayed full all the way to Barstow, and I've never seen a sunrise that looked quite the same again. This is Highway Confessions, real stories from the road. If you've got one, we're listening.